I finished Claymore. This is a 27-volume manga that I'm told is much better than the anime. I can't say it personally because I didn't get past the first episode of Claymore. But I read all the manga. I have to admit I was excited about this series when I started it, but a little bit worried after the first few, because while they were really good, the main character seemed a little bit overpowered. Also, she had an annoying hang-on, who did hang on to her the entire series. I mean, he did disappear for a while, but then he'd show up again, and then he showed up again in the end, and he was pointless. I'm sure other people don't feel that way, that's how I feel. But back to the good things, because once we get to the awakened ones in Claymore, we find out Claire is actually one of the weakest Claymores there is. This book becomes so much more interesting. For one thing, the Awakened have these amazing monster designs. Like, look at my favorite in this series. She is a unicorn fairy of your nightmares. I love her. Now, because Awakened ones are women Claymores that have sort of changed and become more demonic, the Claymores are already half of what they fight, half monster. Basically, when they awaken, it's when they push themselves so hard while fighting that they awaken the beast within them and they become the monster. And they get really, really, really cool designs. And the fights become so much more dynamic. And after a really big part of this manga that actually happens right before the time skip, we start getting actual Claymore characters besides Claire, who we can start caring about. At first, the only way I could identify them was, well, by their hair. By the end, I could identify like half of them by their personality as well. But since I was going off hair, I was sometimes going, oh my god, lady who has her hair down when she fights all the time, put it up. I don't care if that's your only defining trait. Put your hair up. Have you tried doing sports with your hair down? I've done it before. It's stupid. Don't do that. All of that to say, yes to this series. If you like action-packed series that sort of delve into morality and just philosophy in general, but doesn't do it like hardcore, you have to read it into it. They talk about it a little bit, but anyways, then this is the series for you. It was so much fun. I just had to get past the first few volumes and I was like completely and utterly in love with it. Once again, not that the first volumes were bad, just that I was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm reading this, but also it could be better. And then it got better.